it because that seems to be my thing. I'm going to share my screen. So, as you know, salted caramel launched yesterday, and if you didn't stock up for the whole year, you're going to be disappointed. So, go get that. It's still available. Salted caramel. Obviously, reach out to your challengers, even if they've never bought Shakeology before, and your coaches. One cool thing about it is it's cheaper than a full bag. Obviously, you get less, but they're in the packets. It's cheaper than a full bag, so people that are skeptical can kind of see how they feel on it. It's vegan. It's good stuff. It tastes delicious. They're just going to be disappointed when they have to drink a different flavor because they didn't order enough. Then 30-day breakaway is available to absolutely everybody now, no longer an early access program. So with it getting warmer out, maybe running a group for that would be good if you're into that. The My Best Friend promo is still going off, the $40 off code for anybody, VIP or coaches that get started. I don't know when they're ending it. Does it say? Oh, between January 1st, so anyone that started January 1st up to March 31st, they will get a $40 promo code to share with someone else. So if you have someone that joins as a VIP and has no interest in coaching, still tell them about this and be like, hey, if you have a friend that you want to do this with, want an accountability partner, have someone else interested, you can give them your $40 off code. People do this all the time. You get a code when you order something off a site, you share it, like Kohl's Cash. Like, this doesn't have to be a coachy thing. Be like, hey, yo, and then maybe they can be like, oh, it's easy, and go into coaching, or they can just have another accountability partner. So that is not just for coaches, VIPs as well. Team Cup Second Chance is still going on. If you hit Success Club this month, you were on a team for Team Cup, you can win the Tier 1 reward. Same with if your whole team hits it. Let's Get Up launches on April 19th, and that is with Shaun T. It's kind of like a dance fitness program. It looks like a lot of fun, and the workouts are only 30 to 35 minutes long, so that's kind of my jam. Anyone who purchases a challenge pack between now March 1st and April 18th will get a 50% off the digital streaming of Let's Get Up as well. So that's kind of cool that if you have anyone new that gets started and when it launches, be like, hey, like, because you just got started or just got a challenge pack or completion pack, you can get 50% off the brand new program. Jump in my group with me. Again, make your invites casual. Super weekend, April 10th. Virtual again. We're not getting into it, but it's virtual again. So April 10th, they will have, I'm sure just like they've done all the past, they will have a link that we'll all hop on. We'll get on this link as well, watch together. There's kind of a little bug out there from Carl Deichler, who went live in a group with some of the top coaches, and there may be some new supplements coming. So that will be fun to hear what they have up their sleeve. I was like talking with Cassie. I'm like, I don't know what else they could really bring out, but who knows? We'll see. They always come up with, they haven't disappointed yet. So that will be excited. And then actually flashback, remember when they talked about pizza, Cassie, at Summit, and we all thought they were coming out with like some type of pizza, but it was really just Bevy or whatever it was, or the mixed berry or something. Yeah, okay. Well, Beachbody has not come out with a pizza yet. Maybe it's that this time. Internal maintenance. Customer update. Oh, yeah. So the preferred customer update from like difference between VIP preferred customer and actual active working coach is coming up in May. So there have been trainings out about it. I'm sure they will go over this again on the April 10th Super Saturday, but that is coming up and it sounds pretty freaking awesome and they're like a really good upgrade. Apparently BOD groups updated again. Yeah, Success Club retention points is still going on. So if anyone that you signed up last month, if they do their any order this month of Shakeology or what they got started with, so whether it's the BBP stack or the Shakeology, you'll get 1 retention point for them again this month. So that's awesome. Yeah, Summit was gone virtual. We are chatting stuff up about retreat. Originally, we were gonna keep it in Wisconsin, but we might be changing that up. And that's that. So let me stop sharing. What's up, baby?
Is this thing small?
Yes. Okay, what's up? Do you need something?
Yeah.
What?
Can you bring home milk?
Go get your cup.
Okay.
So then we're gonna talk. Any questions about any of that? Who's going to summit or retreat? The retreat. Boop, boop. All right. Like I said, details, info, input. I know I've been kind of talking to my girls about it. It's all coming on about that. Either way, wherever it happens, however it happens, I'm excited because this girl needs to get wet and see some lovely faces. Yes, we are keeping the same dates because so Beachbody will still do stuff like virtually, where like we get on a link and watch it. So it'll be the same dates. Only difference is if you were planning on going on Thursday, it'll more be like Friday afternoon to Sunday. Because most of the events are typically Saturday and Sunday. And last year we didn't really know, we didn't know what to expect. It was like last minute thrown together. We knew we had to get together. We preach in-person events. So this year we kind of know what to expect a little more. So we're gonna have more of like the trainings type stuff too that we are coming up with. So we're gonna find some stuff from some of the top coaches and use some of their stuff and do that, kind of like the action hours. We're gonna have our own mentoring, as well as what Beachbody brings. Beachbody also has a little bit more time than last year to prepare for this as well. So hopefully they'll bring a little more as well. Last year was great with circumstances as they were, but we feel like we can bring more and have it more valuable and have it pump us up even more. And unfortunately, there's no way we're ever going to get it to feel like an actual in-person event of walking into 40,000 coaches in a stadium and that inspiration. But again, we have more time this year to be able to somewhat find a way to be as close as possible to that, because, oh, we can't hear you.
What now?
Oh, I thought you said something.
No. And also hint, maybe like an outdoor by the pool workout, just saying.
Yeah, so we're like in the works of some fun stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna try and bring a little more, so it's a little more resourceful. I don't really know that that's the right word, this year for the retreat. So that's kind of the plan. Yes, it's the same dates, Friday, Saturday, Sunday though. We'll do like a photo shoot again, celebrate food, training. So that was gross. And that's that. Let me fill up Levi's milk cup really quick, and then I will be right back.
I'll chat. So basically, like last year, they didn't like have enough. I mean, I think with them having a whole year under their belt of like doing things virtually and having the resources that they do versus like quickly last minute reaching out, I think it will be better as well. And I don't know. I mean, they like change it up every year, like the theme and everything. Like Essence said, there's really nothing like being at the original one. And I hope that someday soon we can have Summit in real life again. And
there's no hope.
Yeah.
At least like super weekends or something. Which I'm gonna say though, I am very proud of our entire tribe for like the momentum and the motivation that we've been able to keep up over the last year. Because in-person events really is what kind of changed the game for so many, and not being able to have those as much or at all can be really worrisome and make people fall off just because we are so virtual, but so many people are physically motivated in that way. So that's that. But we're excited. We're going to plan some good stuff. I'm excited to see some faces physically. Even though I am not a touchy person, like I just want to hug everybody. So that's that. Stay tuned. We're gonna get details figured out very soon, just so that we can kind of like get things rolling, because it actually is less than 4 months away. Yeah. So any questions on that? I don't know that I can probably even answer them other than same dates, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Corporate still does stuff. We are doing something in person. That's as far as we've got. I really want somewhere with like a pool and that's warm. Roxanne brought up a good point that Florida's at its hottest point in July. I feel like I'm willing to risk that for like 2 days. Because I need to get, I don't care if I have to live in the pool or not. I don't know. The house also will always have air conditioning. I don't know.
I would 100% not count on a poolside workout if we go to Florida.
Yeah, no, we'll probably have to do that inside.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah. Probably not outside, but I feel like I said, I feel like I'm willing to risk the Florida heat if I have a house that is air conditioned right next to the pool. It would be a private house. I found them. And okay, so the reason, we were going to keep it in Wisconsin. I'm just going to, like, before I go on a rant about it, I will just kind of sum this up. We were going to stay in Wisconsin because most of us are in Wisconsin. As we're looking at Airbnbs, anything that is decent is at least upper 200s to like 400 a night, which is fine. But you can go to Florida and their houses are like $150, under $200 a night. So, and lots of us have a flight credit if you booked yours to St. Louis. If you don't, flights are under $300, expected to drop round trip. So comparing to going to St. Louis when our hotel room was about $400 a night, plus having to fly or drive there, plus the summit ticket, going to Florida will still be cheaper than going to St. Louis. And there's a pool, and we would just get food, and then we'd probably cater one night again, and we wouldn't have to go anywhere. We would have a full house to ourselves. There would be air conditioning. Again, there's a pool. There's also at the house that was there had like a ping pong table and like a pool table, and like it's roomy, and that's that. So that's kind of where the Florida thing came in. We were going to keep it local, and then everyone's like, but we haven't been able to go anywhere at all. And if we can do that, like if we can go somewhere like that rather than staying in Wisconsin and it be cheaper than staying in Wisconsin, you know what I mean? So we kind of plan to be in St. Louis Thursday and or Friday through Sunday anyway, driving or flying there, staying in an expensive hotel that you don't even be in, eating out the whole time type deal versus this. So that's kind of where that came in. Again, it's not set in stone. We were looking, and anywhere, the closest place that has a pool with it or anything similar worth traveling for is Tennessee, the place we were planning to stay for the Diamond Retreat. I looked, otherwise it's like Florida, California, like the whole bottom of the state, of the country. So that's where that came in. Again, nothing is set in stone, but we were kind of chatting and we're like, we could totally go for some Florida instead. So
well, and like you guys, we haven't been able to travel or do like literally anything for now over a year.
yeah.
So I just feel like we work super freaking hard in this business and your other jobs. Like, you deserve a vacation, especially when it was something that we were already going to go on. And the nice part about this, at least the upside of Summit being canceled in person, is like now we actually get to spend time with our team. Because like, yes, at Summit you do, but like it's not the same.
You're on the go the whole time.
You're on the go. You don't get a lot of sleep. And you get to like, I mean, you're in trainings and like, you're not really bonding with your team, if that makes sense. Like maybe over a dinner, but after that, like you're so exhausted, you just need to sleep. So
yeah,
this is a big perk. We get to do a lot more bonding.
So that's our thoughts on that. Again, for the 15,000th time, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but more details to come. If anyone has input, let us know. You know where to find us all. But social media, if you have not gotten on any of the power hours that, I don't even know what team's technically hosting them, but any of the power hours that have been 3 times a day, all different, they have been amazing and very helpful for things like social media and inviting and posts and all that fun stuff. I do have a whole document. I'm bringing the gold here. I have a whole document of any coach that ran the power hours that ended up recording them, I have a whole document of all of them in one place. So I will share that for you guys tonight. And I got word tonight too that they're planning on doing it for April. And that makes me so happy. I'm so freaking happy. I was like so sad because I was like, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm just going to have to rewatch all these. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I made it almost a priority to get on at least one each day. And they're bringing it for April. So I'm excited about that. They did change the password. There was like a whole issue today with that. After I got a few of your guys' messages, I got the message from them and they're like, it's changed. It was like supposed to be halfway through the power hour. So it sounds like that is sticking for now. I will continue to share updates on that as we go. They sent an updated calendar of what it's going to be about and what time and when as well. So I will share that as well as the recordings and the new password and every link and everything like that. So I will share the goods. Let me write it down before I forget, but they're doing it again for April. And when I heard that, I wanted to scream because that makes me so excited. Okay, writing it down. Hold on. Share action hour stiff. Okay, so again, I highly recommend trying to get on those when you can. And if you can't, watch the recordings from last month and stuff because they were so helpful in so many different ways. Some of them like pushed you out of your comfort zone. Some made literally 2 of my posts last month were from a power hour. They walked you through the post. Lots of like new ways to connect, new features on what to use. It was super awesome, like super, super awesome. So highly recommend getting on them. And they are not just ran from like any hoo-has in the company. They are, I keep saying hoo-ha. Okay, I know Roxanne watched my live. I keep saying hoo-ha and I'm not talking about vaginas, I promise. I don't know why it's my new word and I need to get it out of my vocabulary. Yahoos, they're not ran from any yahoos in the company. They're like top freaking coaches, like making so much money. Stop laughing at me. So yeah, hold up. Also, like, can't you just wait to like have this in person? Because I can't. Anyway, so are you done? Oh gosh. Okay, so I want you to drop in the chat. What social media platform do you use the most? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it a totally different one? What is it? Do you use the most? What's your favorite? Instagram. I will wait. Instagram. Okay. I should probably pull up chat too. All right, fine. So Instagram for coaching, Instagram. Okay. So I guess kind of for anything, you kind of need to know what you want to represent on social media in order to efficiently show up on social media as you. And this does not have to be complex, like at all. In your foundations of coaching training that everyone, I think everyone on this call did. And if you haven't, you should. But we kind of had you come up with like the 5 things about you. And I know that can be kind of tricky because you want it to be like this complex thing, but it does not have to be. So I want you to kind of drop in the chat at least 3 things about you that you want people to know about you, that you feel you're not like an expert at, but like things that you can share about, things that people you would relate to you on, or that you want to relate to other people on. It can be simple as being a mom. It can be a toddler mom, an adult mom, a dog mom, a plant person, loves food. Maybe even if you want to get specific, loves pizza. What else? Getting married or school. What else? Your job, if that's what you want to be known as. Anything. 3 things about you want other people to know you for. Okay, so it can be kind of hard to think of it because let me tell you, when I just thought about it, I was like, wait, shoot, what are mine? And that's not good. Okay, I'm not perfect either, friends. But so like mine is, I'm obviously a toddler mom. I want to be known as being like positive and being able to work through the hard shiz with a good positive mindset. I'm also a fiance. I also have on there obviously health and fitness. Like you should have health and fitness stuff on there. Coaching would probably be the other one. But so now when you go to your social media and if you look at your last 9 photos, is that what that represents? Like, can you tell that you love food? Like, have you shared a recipe? Have you shared a picture of you eating food? Have you shared anything about food? Have you shared anything about being a mom? Have you shared anything positive? Have you shared anything about firefighting or being a dog mom? Don't apologize. You're a mom. Whatever it is, like you should be able to go to your Instagram and look at your last 9 photos and be able to tell that. Like that should be represented before you even go to the caption. So like you should have pictures with your dog. You should have pictures with your kids. You should have pictures with recipes. You should have a before and after every scroll. So like every 9 photos, I like to post a before and after every other week. If you don't have enough before and afters, get creative. Search those old photos. Whatever it is. That is what people should see when they go to your Instagram. They should not have to be searching to see who you are. They should see what is going on right at as soon as your Instagram pops up, and that's about in like a scroll. That's about 9 photos. So your last 9 photos should represent that. And then obviously your captions go deeper into that. Therefore, and again, stop overthinking your captions. So many people overthink their captions. Just talk the way you would talk, like you're talking to a friend. There is somebody out there that needs to hear it, whatever it has to be. So stop overthinking it, stop changing it, stop not posting it because you need to think about it, post it. You have a thought, post it. So that's kind of that. I'm gonna kind of share first actually your bio. I'm gonna tell you in your bio, you need to kind of say like what your social media is without being like, I am a health and fitness coach here to help you. No, like you can have fun with it and you can kind of throw that in there if you want. Nobody cares if your favorite color is purple. Nobody cares nobody cares about that, but you should have it like catchy, fun, and tells them straight up what your content's going to be about. Like there's lots of different, I'll try and find one, but there is a few different people that have like know how to describe what your bio should say in a much better way that really helped me. I've changed mine a few times. I've had people comment about my most recent one to me, like when they connect with me. So I'm keeping this one for now. And it literally just says, no bullshit mama dancing her way with her toddler tribe, or dancing her day away with her toddler tribe. That's it. Because you're going to go to my story every day and see me dancing with my toddlers. You're going to see that I'm an old bullshit mom that like whatever. And living her best life maybe is part of it. But you need to find what works for you, play around with it, but nobody cares. Like don't have your favorite color in there. Don't have your like that kind of stuff in there. It just needs to tell them what they're going to find on your page. Like I said, I will find a video about it. I know a few coaches have gone over it. I know Keisha Fitzgerald went over it a few times. That helped. And they can explain it much better than I can. I am no pro at social media. I am not claiming to be a pro, but I have done lots of digging into social media because it really frustrated me for a long time. So I'm just writing that down. So now, first things first with social media is you need to be on it. You need to like show up on social media for social media to work for you. So in your stories, you should have stories daily or at least 5 out of 7 days a week. You should have a few stories a day. And they don't have to all be your journey, and they shouldn't all just be your journey. Like your daily life, a recipe, your personal development, something about your workout, something about your daily life. Again, like don't overthink it. just get something on your story. You should be showing your face, talking. Don't wait until you look good. Don't wait until you have makeup on. Don't wait until your hair is done. Nobody cares. If you don't show up every day with your makeup done and your hair done, don't show up on social media every day with your makeup and hair done, because that is not you. Stop trying to represent something that you're not. People don't care. You are the only person that cares. You're the only person that's going to be looking at you 100% of the time. Other people are there to hear what you have to say, not to see what your makeup looks like, unless you're selling makeup. But you need to just show up as you. And let me tell you, lots of times on my stories, I don't look pretty. I don't look all dolled up. And the people that are going to relate with me are the people that aren't all the time, that aren't all dolled up at the time. And those are the people I want to be friends with. Granted, that's nothing to say that I'm not going to relate with someone that does get their stuff did every day, but I can't relate to that because this is how I show up. So show up as you are, and that's fine. Stop waiting till you look good, because that's silly. So show up in your stories. Stop overthinking it. If you want to throw a filter on yourself, feel free. Just talk. There's people out there that need to hear what you have to say. There's people out there that you're going to help. Simple, easy things to throw on your story. A picture of your food and a recipe that you made it with. Picture of your food, and I don't even know how you changed it up, or your favorite part about it, or that you've been waiting for that all day for all week. You can do a workout clip. You can do a sweaty selfie. You can do a picture of your watch. You can do a picture of your workout area, and you can talk about how that workout made you feel that day, or how long it was, or what your favorite part of it was, or your favorite pose, or not pose, move, whatever it is. Talk about what the things you're doing and how they're making you feel. If you didn't want to show up that day, but you did anyway, and now you feel better, talk about it, because I guarantee there's someone out there that does not want to get up today and work out, or get up today and go for a walk, or get up today and eat a meal at all, or whatever it is. But seeing your story is going to get them up, because they know, they're like, yeah, like, I don't want to get up either, but I know it's going to make me feel better. Like, she did it today, I need to do it today. So talk about it. Don't just throw up a workout and don't say anything, because you're just literally wasting someone watching your story then, when you could be changing their life. And then throw up daily life, whether your dogs are doing something cute, your kids are doing something cute, or your kids are being awful. I don't know what it is, what depends on the day. Like, talk about it. It does not have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. So just show up, and that's perfect enough. Then on your feed, you gotta find your flow. But if you're not posting at all, there's no flow. So get in your feed. Like, seriously, get in your feed. And it's going to be different everyone you talk to. There's going to be coaches that tell you to post every single day. There's going to be coaches that can tell you that you're going to be able to find something to post every single day. There's going to be coaches that tell you to post every other day. There's going to be coaches that tell you only 4 times a week, or whatever it is. You have to find your flow. But if you're not posting at all, you're not going to be connecting. You're not going to be growing your business. You're not on social media, and people aren't going to find you. You have to be in your feed. And again, that kind of correlates back to what you want to represent. So if you have to be sharing about your health and fitness journey, if you want to grow and have people know about your health and fitness journey, you don't have to be like, oh, buy this, sell this, buy this for me, this product, this, that. No, tell your story. And you should be able to take your story and tell it 10 different ways, not like making up different stuff, but different aspects of it. I promise you, you can tell your story in a million different ways if you wanted, but if you need to come up with 10 right now, you can come up with 10. You can reuse content. People aren't going to be scrolling back to 6 months ago and be like, so you already told me that you were in a really low place, and then you told me again today, so now I don't want to follow you. No, people are not that interested in digging that far. So tell your story. So at least once a week, you should be talking about something health and fitness. You should be sharing a before and after. You should see it every scroll. Like I said, I like to post a before and after every other week. You should be talking about coaching if you want to grow and get started some coaches. This does not just have to be money. It can be community. It can be about trips you're looking forward to and they can join. It can be about the calls and how it makes you look forward to something at night. It can be anything, any part of coaching that changes your life, whether it also be it's helped you stay more accountable in your own health and fitness journey. Whatever it is, it's helped you focus on your mindset more. It's helped you realize that personal development does matter. It has helped you find some awesome new friends. It's helped you, whatever it is. Again, this doesn't have to be the same thing every single time you talked about it. There are so many different aspects of your health and fitness journey and your coaching journey that you could find something to talk about every single day if you really wanted, but we're not going to be those people. So once a week, talk about coaching. Once a week, talk about your health and fitness journey. Whether, if you want to push it to every other week, fine, but you have to be showing up in your feed. You have to be talking about this stuff. And then you throw in there your other stuff. Talk about mom life. Talk about what is inspiring you that day. If you're listening to personal development, you have something to talk about. You're gonna find something to talk about. Like, I know for me, I listen to personal development, and every time I kick myself, because typically it's in the car, I'm like, oh, I could post about this. Oh, I could post about this. And I'm like trying to text myself a post. If you're listening to personal development, you will find things to talk about and post about. Again, also correlates. You can share recipes. People love recipes. You can talk about a favorite quote and how you resonated with it from your personal development or from something you saw. You can share something about mom life and how you want to pull your hair out, or how your kids did something you were so proud of that day or reached a milestone. You can talk about how nice it is that it's getting nice outside and how the weather and being able to get outside is going to affect you. You can talk about whatever it is. There is so many ways to talk about the same topic. You just have to find them. And again, don't overthink your posts. Just say how you're feeling. Say how it is. You're not going to think it's perfect, but the person reading it a few hours after that it resonates with will think it looks perfect. So just get the post up there. And again, with your pictures, they don't have to be perfect. Look happy. And if it's a sad post, you don't have to look sad, but look like you're having a good time. Or whatever is relatable to that post. Have decent lighting, go in front of a window, go outside, whatever it is. Throw a filter on there if you want to. Don't throw a filter on there if you don't want to. Just have a picture. It's that simple. There's no such thing as a perfect picture either. It does not have to be anything crazy. People just overthink it way too much. With the pictures, I highly suggest changing up like your poses and the diet, like how far away you are from the camera and that kind of stuff, so that your Instagram doesn't look like you're posting the same selfie every day. So have like your whole body in one and like half a body and like twist a little bit and like add a hand or something. And that's that. And if you are adding stuff like with your kids or whatever, like I really try to have it that I don't have like the exact same picture basically right next to each other. But again, it doesn't have to be that perfect. Just get it. If you have a picture and you have a thought and you put it in the caption and you post it, you have a perfect post because you posted something. So show up messy over not showing up at all, because your mess will turn into perfection in someone else's eyes eventually, but you're not going to get good at it if you don't start doing it. So that's a little that. So that was one of my tips, is one, variety of photos. Quick side note, top secret, like if you didn't know, not everyone's photos that they post that day is from that day. So if you're feeling good one day, take a picture and then like throw on a sweatshirt and take another picture and then like take another picture a few hours later in a different light or a different area, and nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Crazy, right? Okay. And then like I'll like edit a bunch really quick and then I'll throw it in my drafts. And then when I have a caption, I'm like, this one looks good today, and I'm gonna post it, because you know what? I look like this most of the time, and sometimes I want my hair down in a picture, okay? And that happens like 5 times a month, all right? So I just like don't overthink it. Like take some pictures, edit them really quick, and just save them for another day. So that's that. Tip number 2, top 9 photos should represent you. I already said that. The few things you want to be known as, if someone goes to your Instagram, they should be like, okay, she's a mom, she's a dog mom, she looks happy, she has a before and after, like she's crushing it, whatever. Now Number 3 is the bio. I will share that video, but it should be represent you, tell them what your content's going to be like, and that's that. I also really like having a link there, whether it be like a link tree or whatever, with a form to my group, because that's really good for at the end of my post. And I have had people fill it out, to be like, have in my inbox, or find the link in my bio, or drop an emoji, or find the link in my bio. Super simple. And then you just have to remember to actually look at the link. But that's that. It's been helpful. I have had people fill it out. It's not like there's a whole rush of thousands of people filling it out, but there's been people filling it out because not everyone wants it known on public social media that they want help with something, but they will fill out a form that they know is going directly to you. So I like having a link in there to that. Again, before and afters on like each scroll. I like to do it every other week. And then what you talk about on social media is what you're going to attract. So if you are talking about working towards your goals, and it's okay to have hard days, you're going to feel your feels, but you're going to get up from it. Or you're talking about whatever it is, if you're talking about mom life or dog mom life or nursing or whatever it is, firefighting, business owner, whatever it is, that is what you're going to attract. If you try to put up this perfect image that you're always perfect and you always have your hair done and you always have your makeup done and you always have your meals prepped and you're always up at 6 a.m. and you're always in bed by 9 p.m. and your day goes perfectly prim and proper, that's what you're going to be trying to attract. And if that's not what you're living, you're not going to be finding your people. So you need to show up as you are so that you can find your people and who you connect with. And that's the cool thing about social media. Not everybody is for you, but you're going to find who you're looking for just by being you. The people that respond to my stories and the stories that they end up responding to are sometimes the most ridiculous stories of my life that I probably hesitate posting, but I have made a rule with myself that I cannot remake a video unless something catastrophically goes wrong or absolutely just cannot post. Like, I only have a one and done. If I mess up talking, it's getting posted. If something ridiculous happens, it gets posted. If my kids are crying in the background, it's getting posted because I have kids and they cry. If you have kids, you know kids cry. That doesn't make you a bad parent. But if your kids are never crying on video and they're these perfect little angels that don't color on anything and always eat their food and they eat their veggies and they go to sleep on time and they wake up at 9 a.m. and they eat their breakfast, like, people aren't going to relate to you because I can tell you any mom cannot relate to that. So show up as you are. It's okay if kids are crying. It's okay if kids are screaming sometimes. Like, obviously be attentive to your children, but sometimes it happens mid-story and you can finish up. So that's my little rant on that. But you're going to attract what you put out there. So put out there you, and you're going to find your people. My people are not all the same as Cassie's people. Cassie's people are not all the same as Roxanne's. Like, and down the road, like, we all have different people, and that's why we can grow a business at the rates that we can with the potential that we can, because we have all different people out there willing to and looking for what we have. So that's number 5. And then number 6, get in your stories, post on your feeds, get in reels. If you haven't dug into reels, they can be fun. They can be frustrating at first, but you're not going to get better at them if you don't get into them. Reels is the thing right now. Like, you kind of have to get into the thing right now if you're working on social media, and they can be fun. You don't have to have all the ideas either. Like, you can have similar ideas of what's already created out there and share it. There are audios out there. You don't even have to use your voice. Like, they are fun. Get creative with them. Have fun with them. They take a little more time to make. It gets faster as you get more comfortable with it. But get out there. Like, it's fun and it can be fun and it makes people laugh. So those are kind of my tips on, especially like Instagram. Same with Facebook. I have my stories share straight from Instagram to Facebook. The only ones that don't share from Instagram to Facebook is like other people's Instagram stories, especially if they're private to that like you share, that doesn't go over to Facebook. And if you share a reel to your story, it won't go over to Facebook. But other than that, I just have that automatically share over. I organically share my post right from, like, I post on Instagram, I copy the caption, and then I go over to Facebook and add it. Facebook doesn't like when you have it automatically shared, like the post from Instagram to Facebook. With the stories, originally I tried posting individually and my views dropped drastically. That might be different on each person. That's kind of digging into algorithm stuff, and I'm not going to dig into that right now because that just overwhelms you, and I really just want you guys to just get on social media and not worry about the algorithm. But if you're sharing on both Instagram or Facebook, if you want to work both of them, otherwise pick one that you're comfortable with right now, get comfortable and proficient at it, and then move on to the next. So Facebook's really just kind of the same in a way. I just post my post right to it. With connecting, I'm not going to dig huge into connecting because that's not what today is about, but Facebook, my favorite way to connect on Facebook with people is going to their stories. So if you go to your Facebook Messenger and then go to the top and click people, or it might say stories, it'll show you everyone's stories and you can just connect right through there. And then I add people that have mutual friends. Instagram's a little different, but I also connect in different ways there. So they're kind of different breeds, but they also work similar. But overall, just get on social media. If you're not posting, if you're not showing up in your stories, you need to get on social media. If you're only sharing about Beachbody, you're turning into a walking Beachbody billboard. And like if someone's going to go to connect with you and they go to your story and all they see is Beachbody, they're probably not going to follow you. They have to see your daily life, get creative with it, talk about other things, share why this journey is helping you. Don't just slap up graphics or just a workout video and not say anything about it. Most of you do pretty good about that though. So I'm not going to rant on that. But other than that, just show up as you. Stop trying to show up perfect or like somebody else. If you're playing the comparison game to someone else on Instagram, stop following them. And this happens to everyone. There's been many times where I'm like following a few top coaches, and when I realize they're the only ones showing up in my story, like right at the top, I'm like, yep, I'm watching them too much. Or when I'm trying to formulate posts like them, I'm like, I'm watching them too much. And I stop watching their stuff and they go away for a little bit. Because you don't need to compare yourself to anybody else, no other top coach, no other person on Instagram. You need to just be you and show up. Because somebody out there needs to hear what you have to say. And we're all here to change lives. So by you holding back because you don't think it's perfect, you're just not helping anybody. So there are people that need to hear what you have to say, whether you believe it or not. So get out there. And there's going to be people watching you for a while that you're helping before you even know it. And they will eventually come out of the woodwork and be like, thank you so much for showing up as the way you have in the last few months. Like you've helped me so much with this and this and all in that. So show up. You're changing lives before you even know it's happening. You are a leader already, whether you have people underneath you or not, by showing up on social media and using your voice, because people need to hear you. They follow you for a reason. They come across to you for a reason. So get out there. And if you need help with like ideas and topics and figuring out what you should post about, ask. Like that's what we have this community for, and that's what we're here to help you with, because we too, again, we have shared a couple of times like where we started, and on my memories today popped up right before I started like actually posting as a coach, or right after I got started, and it's embarrassing to me now, but I did but there's people that needed to hear at that point, and I needed to start somewhere to get better, and I'm going to grow from where I am now, and I'm going to keep growing, but I'm not going to grow and you're not going to grow if you're not doing anything now. So get out there. That's my range. Does anyone have any questions on social media about anything? We have like 10 minutes till our normal time. Obviously, we typically end up going over, but any questions about social media or honestly anything? We haven't really been able to just kind of chat and answer questions and stuff like that recently. But any questions about anything? Nobody's gonna talk to me. What has it seemed to be that people most connect with you with, like on your social media? Like, what have you had the best response with, whether it be like a story or a post or like topic? Like, have you noticed anything? For me, whenever I post a picture of Tom and I on my feed, people like it and it makes me really mad. I have like 50 plus more likes on any post like that than just my face. Yes, people also really like pictures with kids. Aubrey has some fans. I'm trying to think. People really like the dance parties, which I like thought would annoy people. But they always like the dance parties with the kids. My kids are getting kind of sassy and haven't been wanting to because they want to like color or use Play-Doh or something. But people also really like recipes. I have found really good stuff with like our response with recipes. And then the cool thing about that is if they use them, like I've had a few people make like my muffin recipes and stuff, they'll tag me in their story once they make them. So recipes do well. Polls about random stuff. Like today I put if we should go to Florida or stay in Wisconsin, and people are all about telling me their opinion on that. So I'm also going to be responding to all of them and be like, so are you going to come with me? Because you can. I'm going to be that person. Mostly dog stuff. So yeah, like your content that you put out there about health and fitness and coaching is probably not going to be your most engaged stuff. But that's going to be the stuff that finds your people. So like one of the posts that we actually did on the Action Hour, my last one, I had 2 people personally message me in because it triggered them like to have questions about it and be like, okay, I finally need to do this. Like I had 2 people from one post about it, not a ton of engagement, but I had 2 people personally message me that want to lose baby weight, like I talked about in that, and feel good and gain their confidence. And that's what they told me in their message. Like, I want to do this, this, and this. And that's exactly what I talked about in my post that day. So you need to post about the health and fitness and coaching stuff, but I'm going to tell you it's not going to be your most engaged stuff. So you need to add that other fluff in there so people are seeing that stuff. So that's that. People like to tell you their opinion. So polls, questions about stuff. Even if you don't give a crap what they have to say about your outfit of the day, ask them if they like it. They'll tell you. You like just random stuff, and then respond to them about it. So that's kind of that. If no one has questions, I guess that's it. I don't know why I have energy. Cassie's looking at me like I'm on something. Okay. Anything to say? Who grabbed some salted caramel Shakeology? No, Roxanne did. Will I sleep tonight? Yeah, I guess.
I'm so excited to actually taste the new formula. I mean, I'm excited but nervous. I don't want it to change that much.
Oh, about the change formula? Yeah, better not have changed too much. I'm going to be really mad, actually. I liked last year's. I don't think anything needed to change about it. It was like perfect. Perfection. But that's good. Are you leaving? Okay, bye. Okay. Did everyone reach out to their challengers though and their coaches about superfood or salted caramel? Yes. 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 Did you talk about it in your stories? Yes. Yes. That's another thing too. Like if you know anything about me, and if you have to go, that's fine. But if you know anything about me, I hate graphics. Like I absolutely despise them. I hate graphics unless like it's your picture behind it and then like you make it look like a graphic, but it's not. I hate graphics. They look cheesy. They scream. They're just gross to me. And I will use them very rarely, like maybe once a year. And that will be like with a launch-ish. But I really don't. I use like the promo video then. But to each their own. you can have it as simple as talking, like holding up your Shakeology and just talking about the benefits it's helped you with, and then being like, new flavor, here's a launch with like a countdown or whatever it is. Or being like, have a questions box and have them asking questions, or drop an emoji in the questions box or poll or whatever it is. Because people then see you and think that, like, don't just think it's a stupid graphic that they're probably not even going to read. They're going to click right past it. And it's you talking about how it's affected you, and they might relate to that. Like maybe they can relate. For me, Shakeology has made me regular. I can literally feel after when I've drank it for a week straight, like I feel refreshed. I feel more energized. I feel good. Like I feel like I'm fueling my body. Like it's just like, it's a crazy feeling to like explain. I really don't know how to fully explain it, but like my body feels refreshed. My bloating has gone down when I drink it consistently and all that stuff. So like that is what people want to hear. They don't want to hear that it's another superfood shake. Nobody knows what the hell superfoods are. They don't know what it consists of. They don't know like anything about that. They want to hear why they need this, and they're going to hear why they need it and how it's helped you. So talk about how it's helped you. Talk about how your workout's helping you. Talk about how Energize is helping you. And that's what's going to trigger those people that need it. So many people are like, so what's go-go juice? Like it gives you energy. I need energy. I'm a mom. I'm in school. I work this. Like I need energy. They don't give a shit that it's post or pre-workout, because half of them aren't working out. They want the energy. It's natural caffeine. Okay, I want natural caffeine. Oh, it's cheaper than a Starbucks coffee. I want that. So like talk about how it's benefiting you rather than just saying what it is. I personally think it's like a wasted story if you're just like drinking my go-go juice. And sometimes I do that, but if I'm saying like with my go-go juice, I'm talking about something else totally different. But I talk about my go-go juice enough that most of my followers are like, okay, yep, she's drinking it for energy. At least twice a week, I talk about the benefits of Energize, which I probably should talk about more. But like that stuff. So like talk about why this journey is helping you throughout the day casually, and you're not going to be that annoying person. You're going to be that person that this is your lifestyle, and someone else is going to relate to be like, oh, I need that. I need this. I need that. How can I get that? And that's going to start your conversations. So not that for me. So yeah, but I think that do I want to